Leo Santa Cruz had a somewhat of a tough fight. I mean, he won it easily, won by a fifth round TKO over Kiko Martinez. But Kiko came to bang, which if you're familiar with Kiko Martinez, that should be no surprise to you. He doesn't fight smart, but he fights hard. But I guess he fights the only way he can with his frame and his skill set, because he's not the most technical boxer. He is a slugger. He has to come to bang, and hopefully he gets you before you get him. That's kind of the way he fights. And Santa Cruz, early on in the fight, dropped him twice. It looked like it might be a quick fight, but it seemed as though Kiko might have gotten a little bit adjusted to the punching power. And one thing to remember, Santa Cruz is not a humongous puncher. He's a volume puncher who is pretty accurate and has excellent balance, as they continue to point out on the Showtime broadcast tonight. But he's a professional finisher, and that's what he did against Kiko Martinez. Hurt him in the first 2 rounds. Realized at that point, okay, this guy was going to bang with me, and I'm not going to be able to just walk through him the way it looked like it was going to happen early on. So smartly, Santa Cruz backed up, took his time, said, you know what, it's going to come. The situation's going to come back. I don't want to get into necessarily but a brawl with this guy, because quite honestly, that was the only way Kiko Martinez could win the fight. If he wasn't a brawl, he had no chance to win. And Santa Cruz smartly recognized that and went back to a little bit more boxing, fighting off his back foot, which is something we haven't really seen him be able to do. It was like target practice, though. He was pretty much landing at will. Martinez had a couple good moments, landed some hooks, and he actually was pumping his jab pretty decently at first as well. But ultimately, the talent disparity began to just show itself too much. In the 5th round, Santa Cruz hurt Martinez in the corner, just emptied the tank on him. And unfortunately for him, he ended up getting the stoppage, because I'm going to tell you right now, is the amount of punches that he threw in the 5th round to finish Kiko Martinez. Had he not gotten the finish, I don't know if he would have had the gas tank to continue. That's just how much of a barrage he threw. He actually threw 140 punches in the first round alone, and he had to throw, and I don't have the official number here, but he had to throw somewhere upwards of 50 punches against Martinez in about a 30-second span to try to get him out. Unfortunately for him, he got him out of there. We'll see what's up with Santa Cruz. Earlier today, we saw Carl Frampton win a uneventful split decision over Scott Quigg to unify, winning he was already the IBF Super Bantamweight champion. He took the WBA title from Scott Quigg. After the fight, Carl Frampton called out Leo Santa Cruz. This seems like a fight that's easy to make, because both guys are affiliated with Showtime, Premier Boxing Champions. I don't think either of them want Guillermo Rigondeaux. The risk doesn't match the reward, to be honest, because Rigondeaux's name isn't big enough. And quite honestly, both of them probably believe they're going to lose that fight. So they're not going to fight Rigondeaux. They'd be better off fighting each other. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'd have to take some time to really think about it, break everything down before I could give a prediction. But Santa Cruz takes care of business against a guy pretty much he should have beaten in Kiko Martinez. But it was a pretty cool fight for the 5 rounds that it lasted. Y'all stay tuned. I got one more recap coming tonight before we launch the new channel starting tomorrow morning. Be on the lookout. I got Terrence Crawford, Hank Lundy on the monitor right now next to me while I'm recording this. The 2nd round just ended. I'm grinding tonight, y'all. I'm grinding. I appreciate you watching. God bless. Peace.